Welcome to bushwhacking. We're out here today working on the old Luntai again. If you watched the last video, you'd see that we have some fuel leakage going on in the engine and it's causing it to rev up super high. So we're going to dive into that today and see if we can't fix it. The old Mercury 115. You know, I just want to go fishing. That's all I want to do. I just want to take this thing out and go fishing. And I can't, because the engine doesn't work right. So, all right, let's pull this cover off. See what we're working with. Oh yeah. If you remember in the last video, this guy right here, I'm not even exactly sure what it does. It might be like a power valve or something like that. And it is leaking. So it's just got a couple bolts here, a couple fuel lines that go on it. Probably have to find some zip ties, but we'll pop it off, put the new one on, see if it's leaking, and then go from there. All right, we're also going to take off this lower cowl today, just to get a little bit more access so we can see things. I don't know if you can see down in there, but you got two 8mm bolts that are holding the halves together right there, and then around this side you've got two right there. You know, I haven't done too much work on these outboards before, but I noticed that every hose is held on by a zip tie, which actually makes me kind of happy. Just make sure you look before you pull these off to see which hose is going where. It's pretty obvious. There's one coming in from the left off of a T that runs into the left side of this one, and then the other one's on the other side. Alright, lucky for me, I actually replaced the power head on this boat last year. So I have a bunch of old parts from the old power head. They say you shouldn't be a hoarder. Just like that, it's back on. I'm not going to zip tie it yet. I'm going to check for leaks. Brought the muffs today too, so maybe we'll fire it up, let it run, let it get up to temperature, make sure the water pump's working good and everything. Fuel line hooked back up. Prime it. Let's check for a leak. Looks good to me. Check over here, see if we're missing anything. Looks pretty good. I might just need a little hose down, some brake clean, my favorite. And all right, we're gonna fire it up, see if it'll idle smoothly. Before it would just rev to the moon, so we'll see if we fixed it. Looks like it's still revving all funny, so let's check it out. All right, everybody, I'm an idiot. I took the cover off, and I noticed the butterflies in there were kind of stuck open, and I'm thinking to myself, why are they so far open? You know, I adjusted the throttle, the idle and everything. And while I was doing that, I noticed that this thing was kind of loose in here. So I looked at the linkages, figured out which one was on those butterflies, and it's this one. Sure enough, this piece right here, which I believe is the choke, was loose, sunk down, and it kept the throttle stuck. So I'm gonna make sure I get that in a good place, probably zip tie it up or something, and tighten that bolt. Linkages are down. We're gonna fire it up. Runs like a dream. All right, so I slightly bent this out of the way right here. It was hitting down in there, causing this linkage to stick. I'm an idiot. Oh, we got it out of the way now. Everything looks good. Got a new part on. I'll probably tighten those bolts down and get some zip ties on there. You know what this part's called? Let me know. I think it might be a power valve, or you know, it adds more fuel as you give it more throttle. Then yeah, I got the linkages buttoned up. I had to adjust this one a little bit, but I think it's in a good spot. There she is, Mercury 115. All right, we got her buttoned up a little bit. Got the muffs on her. Fire it up, see if we're ready to go fishing. Thing runs good, not very much corrosion, a little bit of a wiry mess, but it gets me to where I need to be. I'm going to be hopefully out on the lower Columbia here in the next few weeks. Try to catch some springers down there. We'll see if I can make it. Yeah, well, I appreciate y'all watching, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you like the content. There's just going to be a bunch more random projects. We'll probably do the boat a bunch. Let me know if you guys want to tour the boat. It's an old Lund Tyee. Yeah, again, like and subscribe if you're into it, and y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next time.